All right, so check this out. Let's kind of dive right into it. So a lot of things changed this past week, over the weekend, you know, and I kind of want to touch on some things that are OG, right? Originator of hip hop in general, not rap, just hip hop in itself, right? And he's actually one of the top 50 rappers of all time, I would say, and rightfully so though, because he's an originator. So you gotta go with. You got to put him on that list. I don't care what y'all do. He got to be on the list. So we could chime in on that. But he also did an interview recently, and he mentioned Eminem. And the only reason why he was ranked so high was because what?
Because he's white.
He's white.
And I agree with him.
So I'm gonna open up to the floor. And listen, we're not doing no podcast where y'all gonna not keep it real. So if y'all not gonna plan on keeping it real and offending people, this ain't for you.
I'm finna get up.
So let's keep it real. What's your take on it?
My take on it. After doing some research and understanding and watching and whatnot, it's all about what the criteria is that they base on how they place these people. You know, Eminem was what, number 5?
I believe so.
And Melle Mel, he was 48 or something like that.
Yeah, he was almost at 20.
And if you actually look at like their accolades and everything that they've done, like, and their popularity at the same time, like, I'm not gonna say Eminem is only up there because he's white, but he also too did what he had to do in the industry. So I'm not making it race-based. I don't feel like it's because he's white, but it's kind of fucked up that they dropped that list during Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Now niggas is mad. But, I mean, if you really look at, you know, dude, he only won 1 Grammy. Melle Mel only won 1 Grammy. And some of his music couldn't even chart.
Well, you got to think about when Melle Mel was rapping.
No, I understand that, but based on right now is what I'm saying. Like, if you're comparing from now and when he was doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be real, he lucky he made they just placed him up there. Like he has to. Like Rick Ross was f***ing 50.
So that was the issue with the whole list. That list was terrible, right? From start to finish. The criteria of it was, they didn't really get into what the criteria was, and then the list was terrible. He had some of the best rappers in the world in the 40s and 50s, and he had certain people that shouldn't be in certain places. But I think specifically what he's talking about with the Eminem thing, it's not that we're saying, because I agree with his point, Melle Mel. It's not that we're saying that he's not a great rapper. We're saying that a lot of the accolades and accomplishments he got is because he's white. Not that he's not a great rapper, but he got like a cheat code, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like the first of his kind, and then everything fell into place. Like,
but the difference is, let me ask you a question. Is, you know, he actually went with the best rapper, which is Jay-Z, and actually had a better verse.
Well, on
versus, on that one song.
Who had the better verse, you saying?
Eminem.
On what verse?
He talking about Renegade. But that song,
hold on. He had that he had a better verse than Jay, 2 better verses than Jay. That's one. And he actually produced 3 good bodies of work overall. So it's not like it was like bubblegum.
You know, we're not saying, that's what I'm saying. Nobody's saying he's terrible, bro. Okay. He's definitely one of the best rappers ever, right? But what I'm saying is, he's not where they placing him at. And I feel like he's getting placed there because he's white, bro. That's what the argument was.
But he's been
successful.
As far as that,
you want me to let you finish?
Real quick. Okay. And Renegade, the song you specifically talking about, that was a Eminem and Royce da 5'9" song.
I know. I know what happened.
They had that done 2 years before. Jay just threw verses on it, so you can't really compare. That song was made by them, created by them, by their producers, so it was tailor fit for them. Hove just jumped on it and took it and put it on his album. I know. So you can't really judge it like that.
Anytime you gonna rap, bro, you gotta rap. It don't matter.
I think Hove verse was better because what he was talking about, the content. So this is the content was better than me personally. It was better, but that's not what we even talking about. Right?
Yeah, but you a content guy.
Yeah, I like content. But let me finish,
okay.
bro. We talking about 50 best rappers. Right. I think everything we got to talk about when it comes to that, are we basing it on metrics? Like we talk, like You know what I'm saying? Or are we talking about accolades? Or are we talking about rapping?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a totally different thing now. So
Can
we're
a
talking
nigga
about actual rapping.
I'm just saying, like,
I just-
I'm about to tell you what we're gonna base it on.
Yeah.
So based on the 50, it's based on their body of work, achievements, charted singles, album, gold, platinum certifications, cultural impact, influence,
Stats.
longevity, lyrics, storytelling, flow. Now, where
Eminem has all of those things.
okay, so
He
in
checked
this,
all the
and
boxes.
so check this out,
Not
and
a
then
box he doesn't check.
right, and then he basically shot himself in the foot, and he said, obviously, he's a capable rapper. If you're talking about sales, he sold more than everybody, and if you're
Right.
talking about rhyme style, okay, he got rhyme style, but he's white. So his issue is not with what he has done. It is everything to do with
Him being white.
white. That's it.
That's it. And that's,
That's the bottom line.
The problem. And that's why I feel Melle Mel is a little out of touch.
So let me ask you a question. You ride around listening to Eminem?
No. Not no
Ride
more.
around- Louis,
Wait,
you
not
ride
no
around
more.
listening to Eminem?
No, never.
Stuff,
did.
you ride around listening to Eminem?
Why the fuck you do that?
So
Because
I'm about to go
Wait,
to
wait, wait.
No, I want to see.
Let me just say this. Let me answer your question. Because I used to ride around listening to Eminem.
That's not true.
I don't
That's a
believe
fact.
that.
I listen to Marshall Mathers LP.
Great album.
Great
Great album.
Damn, what's the
Eminem Show, great
Eminem
album.
Show.
After that,
You're
it
not
get
riding
weird.
around
Yeah,
listening to
But you're
it.
not. What I'm saying is the impact.
to.
The impact is what I'm saying. We're not. It's not that for us as black people in the hip hop culture.
Well, you got Yellow Wolf, Machine Gun Kelly.
Terrible.
That's impact. I'm
Terrible.
just saying.
Bro, all I'm
just
saying
they got
is
impact. He
this,
got-
right?
I mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
They went out to get more white rappers thinking that they could reproduce another Eminem. That's impact right there. No matter how you slice it, that's impact. Right? So when you go, let's take Chicago for instance. Chief Keef come out, every industry, every label go to Chicago get an artist. Because
Right.
they want to reproduce another Chief Keef.
I get that, but that's not culture though. When we judge a music, it goes about how we feel.
That's what I'm saying.
So if I'm riding around every day, what you listening to is what's hot.
Yeah.
We just had this conversation weeks ago, right? Me and you. We said, yo, if I could remember when the Massacre came out or when 50 Cent first album, Get Rich or Die Trying, come out, it's a classic, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 2023, 20 years later. It's time from time to time, maybe not every month, but at least 3 times this year, you're going to ride around, listen to a record or 2 from that album.
Right.
For sure.
You haven't listened to Eminem in 20 years.
Niggas ain't listening to Melle Mel either.
That's cat.
That's a fact. I ain't never listened to
Like
it.
nobody.
We wasn't co-signing Melle Mel either.
We're not
No,
close
I
to that.
understand that, but like if you're gonna include the conversation, you're gonna just conclude everybody. Like nobody's listening to Eminem like that on a day-to-day basis,
Right.
unless it pops up on your Apple Music. Nobody's listening to Melle Mel like
changing
at
that
all.
ASAP.
Niggas wasn't even. They asking who this old nigga is in the
Absolutely.
video. You know what I'm saying?
But that's different.
He shouldn't have made the
And
top
that-
50
and
though.
now-
I'm gonna keep. Let me say it
shouldn't
from
make
I
top
mean,
50?
Melle Mel shouldn't have made the top
That's a-
50.
he
That's a lie.
should have made the
Nah.
top
That's a lie.
50.
I disagree with you.
What? Okay,
I'm gonna put Ja Rule on.
I wanna.
Ja Rule should be on there.
He should be up
There's
there.
no way. I'm gonna tell you
Bro,
something.
come on,
I
bro.
could pick that
It's-
fucking list apart, bro.
I mean, we all
They
know
we
had
gotta
Rick
stop it, bro.
Ross in the 40s, bro.
that nigga was
50.
50.
He was 50.
Number
He was the
50.
last, he was the last one.
I like literally stopped looking at it.
Melle Mel probably top 100. He ain't top 50.
He got to be top 50, bro.
He
He the
can't be top
originator.
50. What that mean?
He originated, bro. You gotta.
It's dudes that was playing basketball before Bill Russell.
Nah.
They do what's the name?
Yeah, bro.
Is they?
Yeah,
Because they
bro.
originated. White people came up with the basketball.
And if you're talking about people not riding around to Eminem, white people riding around listening to Eminem.
That's not true.
We're not the only people that we don't own hip hop. We're not the only people that listen to hip hop. Hip hop is around the world. It's not just in the hood. Y'all got that's what y'all
But it's
do.
our culture.
It's
It
our
don't
culture.
matter.
It does
It's our
matter.
culture.
Then you shouldn't have never let them in the culture.
That's not true.
Y'all shouldn't have-
How the fuck
It's
did
our culture.
What are you talking about?
But you should have never let him in the culture.
We should have never let Eminem in the culture or just white people in general.
I think in general. But I'm just saying.
I mean, but you, I mean,
that's standalone. Y'all about to get canceled already.
no,
just saying.
no.
First week out the gate.
I mean, essentially,
when people are guests
is
in hip hop.
is
You're a
Eminem.
guest.
Exactly.
Eminem
So
is
they
like
don't dictate the culture. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
That's what we're telling you.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
But what
Right
I'm
now,
saying
right
to
now.
you, what I'm saying to you is, all I'm saying is that black people aren't the only people that listen to hip hop.
That's not what we're saying. But what I'm saying is this is our culture. It's our culture. So we dictate it.
I'm with you.
We tell you what's cool. We tell you what's hot. That's how I go.
No
a
fights.
fact.
No fights for me.
That's how I go.
I mean, that's just what it
fights.
is.
I'm
That's
saying
just
that.
So
I'm talking about Eminem in particular.
I'm talking about.
And I like Eminem, by the way.
I like Eminem too.
Yeah, I think Eminem is cool. He's dope, right? For what
sure.
it was worth at that moment. I just don't think that it's enough to say, boom, this dude is.
He's not top five anything.
He's top five. He's only top five because he's white, right? He got those numbers that she's talking about
because he's white.
Because he was white. He was able to reach a different demographic because
For sure.
he was white.
I think they said something like white people buy 75% of the music that's hip hop that's bought.
And why do you think they always asking hip hop rap artists to cross over?
Yeah, and